This is a book review of Marvel Heroes and Monsters, Jack Kirby's brilliant artist edition, and this is one of my heftiest books, I have to say, so it's going to be pretty tricky to show many pages, but I will try and show a few pages of it. So what does it include? Well, it includes obviously the front cover. You've got the brilliant cover there, obviously of the Avengers issue 16, and I'm just going to open it up. This book came out in 2018. And it is one of my favourite books. I love this book. It's one of those books that I must admit normally I just put on my bed, open up, and then just read and enjoy. Obviously the stories I have read countless times, though weirdly, if you notice the title is called And Monsters. In many ways I wish they had just brought out the heroes side and maybe brought out a subsequent Monsters one as well. But I love these artist editions, and I'm just going to turn it this way because it's probably going to be easier just to do it, just randomly open it to certain pages and then discuss. Otherwise, it's just going to be impossible. Now, there's one, Tales to Astonish. So you've got Tales to Astonish. So what do you get in these things? Well, you just get obviously a photostat, very high quality photostat of the original art page. And of course, this is one of the classics. This is the issue 35. Where you've got basically the start point of Ant-Man, the origin one. So you've got, of course, he did appear earlier in issue 27 of Tales to Astonish. So you've got that, but it's just beautiful. Some criticism I always have of these books is that they often cut off bits of information. I think I would have loved it if they just put it up to the whole full thing and not have this white around the edge. I don't know why they do that, but however, they do. But I just loved looking at these artwork. Obviously, I've got these editions in various essentials, epic collections, omnibus, etc. But it's still fascinating to see the original. And of course, to buy these pages would be insanely expensive. That's a classic story. This one, the Red Skull and the Cosmic Cube story from Tales of Suspense, absolutely superb. Now, another thing, of course, when you get, you've not really seen Jack Kirby's artwork. It's technically, of course, you're seeing the Inca's artwork. Obviously, the original artwork of Jack Kirby has been gone over. Obviously, you've got the layout, the structure, all the actual drawing. Of course, it's Jack Kirby's, but at the same time, you're obviously getting the Incas. So when you get that one earlier, you will see it's a different Inca thing. So the artwork does vary quite dramatically. So you can get, obviously, everyone's like Vince Coletta, or you've got Joe Sinnott, and so on and so on. You'll get just a massive variety of different styles from, ostensibly, Jack Kirby. So you've got just brilliant artwork. Now this is another one that's brilliant. I love the Strange Tales. I'm a mega fan of the Human Torch stories. They're just so quirky. They're weird stories. They really just so odd. They don't really fit well in the Marvel universe. It doesn't seem to sort of fit with the Fantastic Four stories. Well, in a sense they did, of course, in this, because, of course, you got the Wizard, of course, who was a member of the Frightful Four. Then, also, you've got a story here, and this one's, you've got Jack Kirby's brilliant Sergeant Fury. Now, I love Sergeant Fury. Now, there's an epic collection of those, and I would love to see an omnibus collection of all of the Sergeant Fury. 3 or 4 volumes, I'm certain you could get through the whole lot of Sergeant Fury. Then you've got this classic X-Men, the Blob story, X-Men 7. And you've got Magneto coming across the Blob. And that's just beautiful. But again, you've got the thing with this book is you've got the X-Men 7, obviously they wrote all that sort of stuff. And you can barely read it, elephant, something, move him, can't move him. And you've got scribbling out there. So you've got that, you've got X-Men 7. Let's go through to another one. Then you've got Journey into Mystery. Now, there's a number of, I've probably missed a few here. There's quite a few stories in here. There's quite a few. You've got X-Men 7 there, X-Men 7. And then you've got into the Journey into Mystery 58. So you've got the horror as well. So I'm just going to turn that around now. Now, it's actually got a contents page at the front, so I'm just going to read out what's in this. It's got an introduction as well, and well, it's basically got the ones that I mentioned there. Ant-Man, that's Tales to Astonish 35, and then Captain America, Tales of Suspense, Human Torch, Strange Tales, Sergeant Fury, and X-Men #7. And then it goes on to the next section. So I'm just going to go to the next section. I love the early X-Men stuff. Now it's just, I don't know what other ones they could do. Hopefully they'll bring out another volume of these sort of things. I just love this. This one's the Monsters one. And this, of course, has got a variety of ones. This has got Journey into Mystery, a lot of Journey into Mystery, Tales to Astonish. You've got Rombo, A Monster at My Window as well, Tales to Astonish, Journey into Mystery, Follow the Leader, and so on and so on. So you've got the great classic stories there as well. Just absolute crystal. And I love even things like lettering. The lettering is always fascinating. Of course, you can see lettering normally when you get the comics, but you get it on this massive scale. So it's really, really amazing just to see. And actually, I love these sort of things. You get great thing when you probably can't see it there. You've got the cop there. Now that cop looks a bit like the cop that's in Fantastic Four #1, I think. But anyway, there's just you suddenly see it. You've quite often got various people that are repeating. Maybe just turned up again in here. Strange Tales, and then you've got obviously a lovely monster one there. And then you've got a gallery at the back. So you've got the gallery, and this one's got a variety of things. Obviously, you've got some colour there. You've got the Avengers one, which is at the front of this. You've got Iron Man, Captain America. You've got the brilliant next issue. They also include these sort of things like the next issue as well. So you've got features, obviously Submariner. Look, I mean, just awesome scale. And I love the way you can actually, just move that around. It's very hard to hold. You can see the underlying Jack Kirby artwork in this one. You can really see the artwork there. And you can see sort of how he creates the three-dimensional head of the giant man there, and also the Hulk, a very, very basic Hulk. I love the way it sort of just a round sort of scribble there, obviously, so he positioned what he was going to do in those sort of things later. Obviously, there was better quality drawing than just a quick circle for the characters. You can see that sort of the pencil strokes on this, and then you've got not just the hero stuff, you've got Bamboo. They came out with ridiculous names like that. All the way through to the end. And this is 168 pages on Marvel. And it's just holding it like this for a bit of time. This is one of these sort of things, these books, you really lug it around, put it on your shoulder and just, but it's just, need it on the bed, I think. It's just about the best way, because then you can just sort of open it up, put some pillows aside, or whatever you want to do it. That's what I do. And then you just can just stare and just admire just the superb artwork. And it's just great. I love this bit as well when they do these big blow-ups. You can really see the detail. Look at that ink in there. Just superb. Even at this scale, blown up, you can see the face there of Sergeant Fury. Just looks superb. Really, you can really study the ink lines. Again, this is the thing, of course, is that it's a pity that the original pencil pages are lost underneath, of course, the inking, unless someone develops some amazing technology that they can scan the page and resurrect the original pencil drawings. That would be something, wouldn't it? In the future technology that can do that, scan it and restore them so we can see Jack Kirby's amazing art. Because that's quite often whenever I do see pages of original pencil artwork, you look at it and just think, oh, wow, so much beauty in those pencil drawings. And all of it's gone. Just removed because of inking. Now, I know people love, obviously, the ink work in the end, and of course that was the techniques for the comics, but it's such a pity that lots of these things weren't scanned and stored away as pencil drawings as well, because some of it is just awesome when you see the artist's underlying work. So but this book is still an absolute gem. And like I say, hopefully IDW are bringing out more of these. Of course, with COVID, etc., I don't know how many they've brought out recently. I haven't been particularly following every single one. Maybe they've got lots more out since, but I haven't seen any more of these Kirby ones, and I would love to see some more. Of course, Ditko one would be great. Also, any of the other ones. Gene Colan one would be superb, as well as John Buscema, of course. Now, this is a pretty hefty book. So if you want an easy read, it's not the easiest to read. you really have to build up your strengths to pick it up. But it's Marvel Hero and Monsters, super totally recommended. Absolutely brilliant volume, really worth every penny of this. Superb.